Hello viewers, I have a short update on my CNC lathe. I have connected one of the encoders, and I also, and please do not try this at home, connected the chuck onto the spindle. I clamped it down. This is just so I can run the spindle and test out the working of the lathe. And I also have a cheat sheet because my head still thinks the other way around. I still think that this is the X and this is the Z, but on a lathe it's the other way around. So I have to get my head wrapped up and made that or printed it out, and that's also my shield for oil splatter, because this thing is still spitting out oil. And this video is also actually sponsored by PCBWay. This video is sponsored by PCBWay.com. Not only does PCBWay offer high-quality PCB services, which include standard PCBs, they also offer advanced PCBs, flexible PCBs, and PCB assembly. You can upload your Gerber files and select the options according to your needs, including SMD stencil and assembly services. On the top of the page, you can make your selection. PCBWay also has CNC machining, sheet metal cutting and bending, 3D printing, and injection molding services. You can choose from a vast variety of materials. You can upload your CAD file for an instant online quote, including the selection of your preferred material and surface finish. They also offer anodizing of aluminum parts in different colors and surface treatments. You can get sheet metal fabrication and laser cutting, 3D printing services, and cover your injection molding needs. PCBWay is your one-stop solution for hobbyist and professional manufacturing as well. So, after having trouble to get my hands onto a backplate, I took up PCBWay's offer to make me the backplate. So there have CNC machined the backplate according to my drawings. It's finished, it's shipped, and I'm waiting eagerly to receive it so I can have the backplate welded. I was going to say soldered, yes. Welded onto the shaft and do some work. So anyway, do not try this at home, and please, all those professionals out there, I know it shouldn't, but it does work, and I'm just running it short on a pretty much low RPM. So let's do that first. So that's it. I have 6:1 reduction here because my spindle motor has 24,000 RPM. Divided by 6 comes out to 4,000. And the good thing is I can use the readout, although I'm gonna put a RPM meter on there, a tachometer. Here that would be like 840 RPM, because it's divided by 4 as well. Of course, this is a 5-inch chuck, and this has a rating of 3000 RPM, so I will not go over it, but you could use a 100mm chuck, a 4-inch chuck, and those do go up to 4000 RPM. So if you need faster speed than 3000, you could change out the chuck. So yes, I have my CNC pendant here. that I edited slightly to make it work with the lathe. And here I can adjust step sizes up to 300 millimeters. And let's do 10, and I can move the axis here. I can adjust it to 50, move it 50. And I can reduce the step size and move the compound slide. These are my limit switches. They're connected, well, they're wired but not connected yet, here and here. And I will have two more on the bottom here to get the maximum, although you cannot trust this one. Well, you can trust it, but if you have something in the chuck, obviously it would could run into the part, but on this side it will be the max. These are my blocks for the tailstock that I'm gonna build, and I have wired up this encoder, and you can see this step size is 0.1, so you can hardly see it moving, but you can move it back and forth. I have to wire in the second one, and there's also some things to figure out with MACH3, because that's the first time I'm using MACH3. And yes, so these are the short updates I have. Of course, I'm forgetting half of it again. Also, that I forgot to on the last one, these encoders are therefore so you can use it as a manual CNC, as a manual lathe as well. I have an extension cable for this small control panel, which will be extended towards on this side. I have limit switches, not limit switches, on-off switches. I have a e-stop switch that I'm gonna use, and some control lights, and what else? Yeah, this is just too much information. I'm trying to put it in a small video. Anyway, sorry about the shaky video. Anyway, I will make a control panel so you can use it manually as well. That's why you have these two encoders here. Oh yes, you can also then, although you have the control panel, you can start and stop. You will be also able to do it on the spindle, start stop, once it's programmed accordingly. And here I will add a third stepper driver. I have it already, I just have to mount it in, so I can use this setup with my mini mill as well. So I think I don't want to make this video too long. This is what I have at the moment. If you do have questions, please leave them in the comments. If you want to follow it, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications about new videos. And I also have some other videos coming up, like for example this watch where the battery died, so I have a new battery. It's a H.E.D.S. something. And I have a few other items that I will make new videos. So anyway, this is it. Thanks for watching, and take care, have a nice weekend whenever you gonna watch this video.